after 300 miles. And it looks like I've ran in the shoe 40 times since that day. Now I have a lot of shoes to run in, so that's why I've only ran in this 40 times. But I've accumulated 307 miles in less than a year. I've taken this on runs anywhere from 1 mile to, looks like the max was about 14 and a half miles. And I need to tell you that it's looking great after 300 miles. Now it is a little bit dirty, of course, but there's no wear and tear on the top of the shoe. The toe area is still as springy as it was on day one. The heel counter is beautiful and nothing, very still sturdy. The only thing you would notice is there's a bit of creasing in the foam on the sides. So a bit of creasing that I can see, and then of course what you run on is the bottom. It's fairly worn out in some of the areas you'd expect. Now I do strike on the heel quite a bit, so right here is just about smooth. You can't see any of the nubs that were there, and also in the midfoot area, the pads here are completely smooth, but you can see that there's still plenty of running here. I'm thinking I can get another 200 miles out of these guys, and they're still very comfortable. I did include a insole that I purchased from Roadrunner Sports. Is also where I purchased these shoes in November. Um, so I still take them out for my long runs and my runs that are recovery runs. They're still extremely soft to run in. You can see that they look great. Now the question is, the V11 just came out, and will Scott be getting the V11 when these go? Well, since I'm going to be running in these probably another 150 to 200 miles, I don't need the V11s right now, so I'm going to probably just stick with these. And my guess is that I'm going to be getting the V11s when these wear out, which will be probably about 6 months from now, based on the fact that I'm going to still run in them for a while. So what should you do when you have shoes with 300 plus miles on them, and the new model comes out? Do you upgrade? Now I have a lot of shoes, so I don't really need another max cushion shoe and a recovery type shoe. I'm going to stick with these since I still like them very much. And so that's what I'm going to do. The laces are still really great. By the way, I love the laces on these things. They're just a little bit springy. You guys know the specs on this shoe, but a little bit of details from my catalog, my running shoe details. I purchased these, like I said, in November from Roadrunner Sports. I just lost it. Here it is, 1080. In my size, 12 and a half. It weighs 11.3 ounces, so it's a little bit heavy, but it's not a racing shoe. I don't pick up the pace too much on these. Other shoes I have in the same weight class would be the Zoomfly Flyknit, which is about 11 and a half, and the Ride 13. So I do have two shoes in this category. The Ride 13 and the V10 are shoes that I use interchangeably. The Ride 13s are a little bit more comfortable on top. I think they have a little bit more padding around the heel area. So I will take out the Ride 13s on longer distance, let's say 15 miles. And this will be like my 10-mile shoe. Today I'm going out for a 10-mile run. Today being March 3rd. And I expect that I'll be taking these out for that run, or maybe the rides. I haven't decided yet. I usually make that a game day decision. So keep running in the shoes. 300 miles is not the end of the shoe, especially if it looks as good as it does. Sometimes the upper wears out, but New Balance did a great job of making this one really last. I don't see anything that would cause me to not run in this shoe, continuing for at least another 50 to 100 miles. So thanks for watching. I know this is a little bit different than some of my other videos, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about shoes that I've been running in. So keep watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe, and we'll see you next time.